watching The David Robinson Show
on the CoyoteMan Show Network.
Real talk, real people, real conversation.
And good evening, and welcome to The David Robinson Show. Real talk, real people, real conversations. Tonight's topic, I want to talk about time management. I have a guest on my show who wear many, many, many hats. I have the esteemed privilege to introduce to y'all Miss Bella Livy.
Thank you for
Miss
that.
Queen herself, a woman that's on the actual tour to make things happen in her life and in the life of others. Mm-hmm. Not as only is that this woman is a model, a boxer, does karate. She's an actress, singer, a mother.
I don't sing. I mean, I sing, but the birds fall out the sky. You don't want me to sing.
Without further ado, we're going to jump right into this interview. Miss Bella.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
A privilege to see you in action last weekend. Mm-hmm. Seeing you walk the runway. Oh, man, it was really, really amazing. I want you to tell my guests a little bit about, we're going to talk about time management. Here's a woman, a mother, actor, actress. Mm-hmm. All the different things that you are doing for your children, mm-hmm. not only for children, but for people themselves.
Right.
Before we jump into the foundation itself, because you definitely into human trafficking, but I want to talk a little bit about time management. Where do you find the time to do the things that you're doing?
I know you asked me that before. We actually joked around it, and I used to tell people, "See, what happened was I went to next week and I borrowed a couple of hours. They're waiting for it to come back. It doesn't always work like that, but in all sincerity, I just think that when you are born with a destiny, when you're born with a purpose, you find a way to make time. And sometimes I'm multitasking. You know, I'll be at an event and I'm texting at the same time, or I'm sending emails and messages and literally hopping one place to another. By the way, thank you so much for coming out. Last weekend, I did the 40 and Fabulous part of Newark.
Really amazing. It was really amazing.
It was part of Newark Fashion Week. And that's my first love. I started out doing, modeling, and I didn't do too much runway because I'm vertically challenged. So they put me to do print work, which is fine. I'll take it. But I love the energy and the power of a runway. I like that. So, well, my time management is sort of okay because I work nights at the hospital. So that time is already spoken for. And even then, I try to answer emails. But you try to prioritize. My children come first, always. The house always comes first. And I can't be doing this alone. I have an amazing board of directors. I have an amazing gala coordinator, which we will speak about later. And they do so much for me. My gala coordinator right now, she's on vacation, but she emailed me and texted me and just said, "Bella, by the way, you can't forget to do this." And I'm like, you're supposed to be on vacation. So the fact that my foundation is all 100% volunteer, the fact that I have people around me, with me, helping me, I guess it makes me want to do even more, because not only do I have a whole army behind me, but I know how many people are counting on me. And I never want to let anybody down. Never do I want to disappoint anybody. And I kind of shied away from the time management because I honestly, I don't know myself.
Well, the reason I pushed that tonight, because, you have a lot of people that are watching, and you're a woman that have set some high standards in your life. Mm-hmm. Not only working a full-time job, but, being that you are in movies, you shoot movies, you travel, and you're pretty much, and then not only that, a mother, and then the foundation that you started. Mm-hmm. And not only that, you was actually was in a play that I did.
Yeah, that was so much fun. Yes.
So I just want to hit on that before we talk about the foundation.
Okay.
To those that are watching, when you talk about time, how do you manage? How do you find the time to make those things happen?
Well, I hate to say cliche. People say people make time for what they want to make time for. And that is true to an extent. But you have to prioritize your life, what's important. Now, if it's important to you to make sure the kids get on the bus at a certain time, that's fine. If then you'll do that. I'm not taking away from anybody. But I feel like I am on borrowed time. And I know it sounds crazy to say that, but I'm always traveling warp speed. I'm always like boom, 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 boom. Like it has to get done. I have a sense of urgency, especially when it deals with the foundation, which we'll talk about later. But I always feel like nobody is stepping up in the community and taking charge, taking lead. And I hate to say this with all the due respect, David, you want something done right, you gotta get a woman to do it. Just saying. I know my girls will applaud me on that. It's okay, you could applaud. It's important to me that there is a positive role model in the community. So I do radiology. I work at the hospital at night. During the day, I do either casting calls or in a movie, doing different movies. I've done a lot of human trafficking movies. I've been asked to come on as a consultant a couple of times just to make sure that the scene is true to what it is, and I'm very, very happy to help. I also give lectures, I travel, I talk. I've been up on the West Coast a couple times. I've been to Texas. I just travel to get the word out. And I don't know, I think it's like that. It's like, okay, I'm a geek, so I love science. That's why I went into radiology. Shh, don't tell anybody. So I just feel like inside the nucleus is like this amazing energy that has not been tapped into. And I just feel like if I wake up enough people and get their attention, they could be truly what I call my champions of humanity. You asked me earlier, actually you asked me multiple times, and I said, I don't know how I do it, David. I just think it's my destiny. All of us have a destiny that we are predisposed to. We're given options throughout our life, what we can do.
Keep going.
Oh. But the destiny is what truly is your calling. And I heard somebody once say, when you find your passion, you will find your purpose. So I have a lot of different things that I like to do, but my purpose is helping people, which is why I think moving into the healthcare field was a natural fit for me. I'm very empathic, and I like to help people, and I don't know. I like to believe that there's still good in the world, and I like to believe that we collectively, if we band together, we could do something positive. Like I look at my foundation and my board of directors and my gala coordinator. These are all people that believe in me. This little 5-foot fabulous Russian girl, they believe in me, and they donate their time and sometimes their resources, and sometimes they travel with me. And you can't assign a value to that. And because I know there's so many people behind me, failure is not an option for me. I mean, if I screw up, I screw up. But hopefully, if I fall back a little bit, somebody will push me back.
So I'm real excited about everything that you're doing. Really having the chance to meet you. I met you through Robin, and the first time I think we had a conversation on the phone. You called me, and I'm gonna be honest. I said, well, maybe this woman is blowing some smoke up my behind or something, because a lot of times when you speak to people and people say they got this and they're busy, but man, I just having the chance really to connect with you, to say you're true to your word and what you say you're going to do.
Thank you.
We're going to talk a little bit about what inspired you to start the foundation, the Human Trafficking Foundation.
Well, I have a very personal story. David, don't make me cry. I'm going to lose an eyelash. I'll be mad. I have a very, very personal story of why I do what I do. And I'm going to let you or your other viewers know how you can contact me. And I'll be more than happy to discuss it. But at the end of the day, the situation that happened, the situation's not going to be considered a statistic, and it's not going to be considered um, uh, just, something that happened. It's not case number, whatever the numbers were. It's not. It has to have meaning. Every life on this planet has meaning. Some of us, we listen to our inner souls and we know what our meaning is, and some of us we don't, and that's okay. I'm not judging. But when you go through a situation and then you realize that is your calling. About 3 years ago, I went to Israel. I had a chance to go. I think I discussed that with you off air, and put my hand on the Western Wall, or the Kotel, however you call it, and all of a sudden it was like someone took a lawnmower and just lowed everything in front of me, and I just knew what I had to do, and everything became so clear. And instead of me just helping my community or my family, I put myself in a position where I know I can help the world. The reason I do what I do is it's a big part of it. I didn't know you were going to make me cry, David. You see?
Sorry.
It's okay. But I'm not going to let that situation be a statistic. And I always say, turn your pain into champagne. So if you find something that almost damn near destroys you and you're able to build and come back from that, that's where real power is. And then that's when you need to encourage other people, because, we're all different. We all come from different cultures, different backgrounds. But the one thing that's universal to us is food, because, we eat. Dance, because we can dance. Music, those basic things are, and family, I'm sorry. So those are the basic pillars of all of our cultures. And we come together, we can see that.
In anything that you've done, even up at the fashion show, you always pledge or have the people to pledge the foundation. You believe in what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I met you for the first time, you had a sponsor, somebody that was sponsoring you and believe in what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely stand, and I want you to show my viewers a little bit about what this stands for.
So I created a QR code right here, and everybody's familiar with the QR code. This thing invaded our world called COVID a year ago. Can't believe we're on the other side of it. And we all learned how to live using QR codes. So I designed this QR code, and when you scan it, it goes straight to my website, which is bellalevy.org. And the very first question it asks you is, do you need police? And if you do, it will dial the police instantly, and then the police are called. And we all know that all smartphones, or almost all of them, have a tracking device on them. So this would give opportunity for whoever you call, whichever, and this works everywhere. It would give them the opportunity to find where that call is originating from. So
we must secure our families. KFG Life Insurance Specialist is a company that partnered with 15 of the top life insurance companies to ensure you get the best pricing, knowledge, and products to suit your family needs. Some people believe that term insurance is better than whole life insurance, while others feel the complete opposite. Some may feel like universal life is the way to go, and others may feel it's better to have a whole life policy. The truth is, neither of the products are better. One just may be more suitable for your family. Our life insurance specialists are not biased, as they are partnered with several life insurance companies. This ensures our clients get the best pricing, education, and products that are suitable for their families. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist make these decisions easier for you and your family. Our office is located at Security Square Mall, next to Burlington, in the CoyoteMan Show Network. Please call to make an appointment at 443-400-5224 or go to www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. That's www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist help you prepare your family in the present, because the future is not promised. Act now.
watching The David Robinson Show
on the CoyoteMan Show Network.
Real talk, real people, real conversation.
And welcome back to The David Robinson Show. Real talk, real people, real conversations. Back to Miss Queen. Bella here, live it. We're gonna continue on.
Oh yeah, we're just having a good time here, David. So again, I just wanted to share with some of our viewers. I've created this QR code, and basically, I just revolve back to simplicity. You scan it with your camera, and it goes to my website, which is bellalevy.org. And then the very first thing, there's a pop-up window and asks you two things. A, it says, do you need police? Or B, it says, go directly to bellalevy.org website. And then you can go in there and have a tour and see what I've been doing and, my events and where I'm going to be and so forth. And then the other side of this is Team Bella. And I'm wearing the t-shirt from Team Bella. So I have to give a big shout out to Mr. Damian Feldman. He is the CEO of Celebrity Boxing. So last November, I actually got in the rink. A pageant girl. And I actually boxed, and the fight was deemed a draw. I didn't know what I was doing. But I'm so passionate about my mission that I wanted to prove a point and stepped in a ring. And what my slogan was, I fight for those who don't have a voice or a choice.
Amen.
So I had a really good opponent. She is out of Atlanta. And we were both on the same level. We were like, what are we doing? But, it was a draw. My father was a boxer in Russia. So when I called him up and I told him, he laughed at me. But not like as in congratulations. He laughed at me like,
couldn't believe it.
No. But I'm very, very grateful for every platform such as yours to give me the opportunity to get my message across. I want to first and foremost empower every single human that inhabits this planet. You do have the power to be a hero. Everybody listening to this broadcast right now, and a champion listening to this broadcast now or in the future, you do have the power to become somebody's hero. If you ever see something that doesn't look right, please, you can, go to the authorities or go to the website. So speaking of the word hero, I became friends with this young man named Yurmi. I don't know if I introduced you to him or not, but he is out of Nigeria. And he said, I don't know, I want to help you. I said, okay. And then he said, let me write you a song. And of course, I said, yeah, he's just blowing, I didn't hear from him for about 2 weeks. And then he sent me this clip. And I was at work like that. But the name of the song is called Hero's Land.
Come on now.
And the last verse in there says, I want to be a hero even after I'm gone. So here we are, divided by oceans. And there's other people that want to do good. So as of recently, all 7 continents have logged on using this QR code.
Amen. Here's someone who's actually leaving a legacy, leaving her footprint and behind. No matter how much money we have, no matter what you do, you can't take anything with you. All you have is your name and what you do for others. Mm-hmm. And you're definitely making an impact and a footprint in other people's lives.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I'm just real honored. I want to touch on something. You from Russia?
Yeah. Yes.
So what was it like for you to transition? And was you raised in Russia? Was you raised mainly here in America?
It was cold over there. It was cold.
I know it's cold.
I came here when I was a child. I was 7 and my younger sister was 3.
Okay.
So I owe everything to my parents because they had the bravery and the courage to go into an unknown land, not knowing what's to expecting because they wanted a better life for their children. So I like to think that my parents put in me the need to serve, the need to help, because I know that the type of life I have here, I would never be able to have it back home in Russia, and the type of opportunities and things of that nature. So I like to say I was raised right. I mean, I was raised,
Definitely right. Your parents, I believe, as I know a little bit about Russian, I think that Christianity is something that's not really highly approved over there. And I just believe that the principles that you have and the things that you're doing, because Christ came to serve, and you believe in serving, you believe in helping others. And that's really, really powerful.
Right.
And we met through a mutual friend.
Yes. So just real quick, I'm actually Jewish. So when we were trying to come to the United States, we were seeking religious freedom. And because of that, we were able to come over. And again, every award I ever win, I always dedicate it to my parents, because without them, I wouldn't be here. But yes, our mutual friend, Miss Robin Shockley. Love Robin Shockley. She introduced us. She introduced me to a whole bunch of other heroes and sheroes and gladiators and just fighters. And she is a community connector.
And how do she say, what's that country slang she says?
David.
Put you on the spot, yeah.
Okay. First of all, Robin, you're my girl. But when Robin introduces me, she's like, I want y'all to meet a phenomenal woman. Her name is Bela Levy, and she's Russian. That's how she started. Robin, I love you. But
oh, man, that's Robin.
Yes. So if you don't know who Robin Shockley is, you need to definitely put her on your radar. She does all my PR, and sometimes she'll call me up and she'll say, that was great. And then she'll call me up. She'll say, girl, you got to take that down. And I don't even question her. I just, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Well, we want to talk about, before we end, you have an event coming up. So I want you to tell my guests a little bit about this event that you have, that you are actually sponsoring and making happen yourself.
Thank you. So January is the official Human Trafficking Awareness Month, just like October's breast cancer and other things just have different months. It's not what I created. It's just what was already, I guess, the powers that, right.
Yeah.
Right. English is second language, so you got work. Gotcha. And so the last weekend in January, the 27th, 28th, and 29th, I am having a Royal Blue Gala. Speaking of Robin, she's my hostess, and we're having not red carpet interviews, we're having royal blue carpet interviews.
Okay.
Where people are coming in, and she's gonna, do a quick interview with each person and where they are, where they're from, and just give everybody a little bit of spotlight. So Friday's gonna be a meet and greet. Because I'm having a couple of guests fly in from all over, and I tell them, just put your stuff away and come downstairs to the bar. You get a chance to meet our sponsors, our vendors, and other artists. This Sunday, as a matter of fact, I'm having a casting call. It's still not too late. And you could just reach out to David. He'll send you the link, where I am looking for models. I don't want a professional model. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because somewhere along the line, somebody saw something in me that I didn't see. And somebody gave me a shot. And I just want to create a platform where I can continue with that and give someone else a shot, give someone else an opportunity that maybe they wouldn't have. So come on to the casting call.
And what's that information? What's your website? They can get in contact with you.
Well, the casting call, I'll have to send them the link.
Okay.
Because, again, my amazing coordinator, Alexis, she created all that, and she keeps track of it. She's actually on vacation, and she called me to make sure I was doing my job. So, love you, Lexi. I will send you the link, or you know what, I'll just forward it to you, and anybody interested can get it. But basically, you're going to come on a casting call. We're going to ask a couple of real basic questions. And I am trying to, on Saturday, on Saturday, the entire gala is going to start with the fashion show. I have a couple of local artists that will be performing. I have an amazing opera singer. Oh my God, her voice is like angels. You already met Jay Young. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, hey Jay. I love him. I have a couple comedians and a couple other things I don't want to give away. I have four DJs. Wow. One is traveling from Virginia Beach, and the other one is coming from South Carolina. And again, I have to preface this. All the people that are coming to this event are doing it voluntarily because they're supporting me with what I want to do. And the fact that I have such huge support from the neighborhood and the community, I will do my best to create not just an event, but an experience. So, like I said, Friday is the meet and greet, and the bar is going to be serving the Bellatini, and it's royal blue. Saturday, we're having a fashion show. The models are going to report early and get their makeup done by a professional makeup artist. I met her when I was on set of BET filming a movie, which comes out tomorrow. Can I say the name of the movie?
Yes.
It's called The Wesley Christmas. I think it's on BET or BET Plus. I'm not sure, but I'm girlfriend number 3. That's all I know.
Well, to my guests that are watching, here's a woman that is doing some amazing things, wearing many hats. And to some of y'all is looking for a mentor, I'm going to throw something on you. Here's a woman that you can actually model after, have some questions that you may want to ask, and to help you succeed in your career and the things that she's doing. She's not only talking about it, she's actually making it happen. You know, I talked in my play, I said that champions don't make excuses.
Nope.
We make adjustments. That's what champions do.
You know, I love the way you said that. And I also, another platform that I stepped into was the pageant world. Not because I need a sparkly thing. And David, as you know, I don't keep my tiaras. I give them away, and I showed that to you. I use that as a platform to advocate for change. So here's my tiara, current reigning. So I am current reigning Miss Maryland, and I'm also current reigning.
Can you hold that up again?
Oh,
Miss Maryland. Come on now. Let's give her a hand. Miss Maryland.
That's right. And also, I have the sash for Today's International Woman.
Come on now.
Which is I went to South Carolina and I competed with other women that were doing just as important work as I was.
Yes.
So getting back to the tiaras, I hold on to them for a little bit. Just a little bit. I like the way it feels. It's pretty, it's sparkly. But then when I find the right person, something in me makes me give it to that person. Like the young lady I showed you with before, I spoke to her dad. She's like 11 or 12. I spoke to her dad and I asked him and he said sure, and I gave her that tiara. She didn't take it off for 3 days and she said, "Why is it so heavy?" I said, well, first of all, it's real. And second of all, I am a queen and I made you a princess, and the princess has to lead with kindness. And sometimes living in a cruel world, it's hard to keep your head up and have a kind soul when sometimes people around you are not.
So in closing, definitely thank you for the hat.
Oh.
In closing, what advice would you give to my viewers that are watching? 2 words.
Kindness and compassion.
Kindness and compassion. I like that. Well, Bella, Livy, thank you for coming on the David Robinson Show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you,
Always
sir.
a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the David Robinson Show.
On the CoyoteMan
Real
Show
talk,
Network.
real
talk,
people,
real people,
real conversation.
real conversation.
Until next time, peace out and God bless. Compassion.
I don't know how time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
It's all good.